You look like a cartoon, like someone drew us. Like,
Are we recording?
I think
We're rolling. We're rolling. We're rolling. I hate to say this, but I love to say this. Finally, we're rolling.
we're rolling, guys. Guys, today, oh my God, big stuff.
Boob
Okay,
energy today.
Big boob energy.
Big boob energy
Me
today.
and Gabby look, and if you're watching on the Patreon or one of our clips, one of the thousands of people watching our clips,
Thousands, hundreds of
thousands. Yeah, we have completely different looks.
But what we're serving today, I listen. I woke up today and
you're doing like hairography with your.
I woke up today and I put in a goddamn ponytail.
Say her name. Say her name.
A goddamn ponytail. I put in a ponytail, and it's as if I smoked a big barrel of crack.
Okay,
the
baby.
moment I put in that ponytail, I feel amazing. I look amazing. I am amazing.
And guys, I don't know if you want to slip over onto my Instagram and maybe check out what's going on in my neck of the woods. Something big has happened. Big changes. Big changes are about. Spring is coming, guys. I don't have a mustache.
Changes.
I don't have a mustache anymore. Yeah, I look completely like a freak of nature
I
right
really
now.
like it. You should get lip filler.
I just look exactly like Gabby. I got a haircut. I cut off my mustache, and a guy cutting off his mustache is almost like a girl getting bangs.
It's a Jew getting circumcised. It's like a big change.
It's a big change, or it's like, and I've heard this from many girls when they change. I've heard this. I heard this from many girls in my many years on this earth, 16 years. Okay, I've heard from many girls.
That took a second. I accepted that as truth. Right off the bat.
I saw both of you like accept that and go, no, you're not. No. In all my years, I found out from girls that when you do a drastic change, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
When you do a drastic change, you are allowed one night of crying.
Yeah,
okay?
always.
You are allowed one night to sob, okay?
A haircut, you get 2 weeks to cry.
You get 2 weeks of being annoying.
And a new look, you get one night to, I mean sob.
So, I mean, I've been around girls who go from brunette to blonde. That is like a war zone, baby.
Lizzie, would you like to speak on that?
But I did it gradually is the thing. Like I got like micro highlights over the course of several months.
Several hours.
Micro highlights known as microaggressions.
Microaggressions.
Towards yourself.
In the hair community.
Yeah.
So it was just like 8 months later, I was a full blonde, but it was like very gradual. It was honestly, I was just slightly dissatisfied throughout the whole process until one day I looked at a picture of myself and I was like, oh, I'm a bombshell now.
Oh, wait.
I'm a bombshell.
I'm an absolute bombshell, guys.
Yeah.
My mustache, I've had it for 3 years. It was part of my entire personality, and I'm kind of flirting with the concept of even the idea that maybe I look better.
I'm actually loving your face right now.
Do I look better without it? I won't be mad if you like it better.
I think I'd like it better without it.
What the fucking crunk?
I'm mad.
We're getting crunk. Okay, Gabby is telling me what she really feels. I love you. I
love you too.
I would say, and I was going to say this before the podcast, but they told me your ponytail is the third character of this podcast. Fourth.
The second producer is my podcast today.
Is your?
My
ponytail.
my
You're
ponytail.
dumber with it.
I'm dumber with it.
I have to say, you keep
like
looking at
that.
me. You keep looking at me, and your ponytail looks like it's looking over at me too.
It's like, let me see.
I would say we are bona fide because I look like a 90s heartthrob. And I didn't say that. I didn't come up with that.
He did. He walked in and said, I look like a 90s heartthrob.
No,
yes.
Producer told me.
Producer.
Vouch.
Producer, I don't have a name. Producer told him because he came down the stairs and was walking down this long hallway and approaching me, and it was the first time I'm seeing him.
Yeah.
And he's giving the hot evil boyfriend from the first Scream film.
I am a hot, evil
Ulrich,
boyfriend.
Is that it?
Oh my God.
I am a hot, evil boyfriend. Get in line.
Also,
all right?
know that scene in Princess Diaries 1 where he's at the locker and he's kind of walking slowly and all of them are like, ooh la la, that?
Yeah, you're giving, what is his name?
Oh my God.
It's not. We've actually, and
of course it's Eric.
I hate to say this, we've looked him up before on this podcast.
Yes, you have.
Because
Chad
it's not,
Michael Murray?
It's not Chad.
No.
This is,
No.
we're going, okay, deja vu. We're going down the same path we did before.
Wait, I need to say what I was going to say.
Say it.
Yep.
You look like an alternate universe pop star from the early 2000s. Like a very parallel universe that's slightly diagonal.
I'm giving JoJo. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Makes total sense. Get out, leave right now.
No, I would say you're giving like Britney era. You know what I mean? Like
really, because
like
I think my outfit's giving JoJo.
Well, I'm not looking at your outfit. I'm looking at your goddamn mug. Okay, I'm looking at your mug, your hair, your vibe today. Your mug. Like in this other universe, like instead of Coke, it's called like Mloke. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's like one of those movies where it's slightly different. Instead of Britney on the screen, it's you. And you have the freak out. You shave your head. You go through the whole thing.
And I did.
And you did do all that. And I look like the other. We look like bona fide teeny boppers. And that is what I was trying to say.
Listen, there's a lot has happened. A lot has happened today and even yesterday.
I love when this episode comes out, they're going to like be turning it on. And they're going to be like, whoa, shit.
I mean, if our theme song doesn't blast you into this headspace already, I don't know what will. Lizzie, say.
Well, I just found a picture of Skeet Ulrich as Scream.
Skeet Ulrich?
The guy from Scream. Is that not who you are?
It's the same guy.
That's what I'm
like,
saying Zach looks like. No, that is not Eric Von Deeten from Princess Diaries.
Sorry.
That's Skeet Ulrich, which is who you look like.
100%.
I don't think he's hot,
Skeet,
but I'm internalizing that.
Zach, you're so incorrect. I can't tell you how it's because he's a straight man.
I
don't find straight guys hot.
Yeah,
that's not true.
No, I don't, except for the celebrities.
And they're not straight. Okay,
all celebrities
Here's the thing. This is the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
This is our podcast.
This is a podcast called The Podcast. La Oops. Okay.
La Oops. You're listening to La Podcast. I'm Gabby Bryan. That's Zach Senior.
Yo.
We're coming in today with impeccable, sparkly energy. I hope you're having a good day because the Lord knows we are.
We're having an amazing day. You know what this podcast today is like?
What?
It's like when you take a swig of a Poland Springs water bottle, catch this, it's not water, it's vodka.
Yeah. Where you go, like, whoa! But I like it.
But you're in first period.
And
you're like, yoish.
Yes. When I was growing up in my teenage years, not to say I'm not in them now.
We are rounding out our teenage years.
Yeah, but I would say I'm in my late teens now. So I'm talking about my early teens, which was my actual teens. And then my late teens means my late 20s. If that doesn't make sense to you, go to grad school, honestly.
You need to go to grad school.
Okay. So you know when you had a car, and you don't know this actually because you
never had
drove,
a car. I'm
but
gay.
You can imagine. You can imagine gay guys don't drive in their first teens.
It's like a weird natural phenomenon.
Teens.
No one knows why.
But I would keep a water bottle of a choice liquor in the back of my car in the trunk. It would boil to extremes every single day.
Get more alcoholic, more potent,
more potent, and then I would drink it that weekend, and then I would refill it at the end of that drinking cycle, and then it would live in my car for another 5 days, and then I would drink it. And if that's not why I've broken almost every bone in my body, I don't know what is.
I feel like that hollowed out your bones like a bunch of termites, baby.
I think the reason I have to wear contacts is because I did that growing up.
I actually only drank like Colt 45s. Those like big 40s, those beer things, because I would go to my oldest brother and I'd be like, hey, me and my friends want you to get me, like, can you buy us dragon fruit Smirnoff? Can you buy us like strawberries and cream Smirnoff?
I loved strawberries and cream Smirnoff.
Can you get me the cotton candy or the whipped cream Absolute or whatever?
Oh, what was it called?
Whipped cream Absolute.
No, yes, but there was another one.
There
was another one that was orange. It was orange and cream flavored.
Those little fucking child liquors for children.
Yes, Malibu. Don't forget Malibu.
Don't forget Malibu.
Never forget Malibu.
My brother would say yes. He would take all of our money from all of our respective parents. Okay.
Yep.
He would go and he would come back with a crate full of only Colt 45s because he said, I will not buy those gay liquors, is what he said. This was 2007 or 2009, so he wasn't being homophobic. He was just being honest.
And you were actively, and he knew you were gay. To be clear, the reason he didn't buy that was not because they were gay liquors. It's because he bought the cheapest thing in there and then kept the rest of the money. And if that's not obvious to you now...
Oh my God.
Hello?
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta call him.
Yeah.
Get him on the phone.
Get him on the line. Get him live on the podcast.
Wait, what the Christ?
Live on the podcast.
That's something. Write that down.
That's something.
Wait, what the crunk?
What is with you and crunk today?
I guess I'm saying it. I don't know why.
Okay, so this is our podcast. Right off the bat, I do want to make it very clear that Lizzie and I, Zach was not there, which is a crime, did see Magic Mike 3 in theaters yesterday, and
really
we are
absolutely
buzzing from that. Lizzie, what do you think? First thoughts?
I mean, it was because I haven't seen 1 or 2. So
and how did you know what was going on?
Because you didn't need.
You've never even needed to see a movie.
Well, this is great because I've seen 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So and you've seen 3. I can help you.
And catch this. I've seen 1 and 3.
Okay. So we're just weak on 2.
So we've all only seen pieces
of this grander narrative of the Magic Mike cinematic universe.
If we really tried, and by that I mean didn't try at all, we could piece together the entire plot from start to finish.
Well, the first one was he was just a stripper and he dated this girl who was literally bad vibes.
Wait, who was the girl again in the first one? You don't know, Lizzie?
No, she was a no-name. She was a nobody.
She was a nobody. Wait, Lizzie, right off the bat, before we get into one, because this will be knowledge for you.
Yeah.
How did you feel after not knowing anything about Magic Mike's universe? About Mike.
Without knowing anything about Michael.
About my Michael. What did you think?
I was delighted. I was surprised with how much I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
I was surprised at Selma Hayek.
Amazing.
Who
Great job.
Gave such a performance with such range.
Yeah.
Such a performance, not a good one, but with range.
It was such a performance.
It is you have to see it to understand how it's such a performance.
I'm not gonna.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm gonna probably stream it alone in my room.
Yeah,
as long as you see it, it doesn't matter. Although I do recommend theaters.
I'll go again with you.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I also
In
was
LA.
sitting. So Gabby and I were sitting on like opposite ends of the row. So I was sitting at the very end of the row on the other side of you, and next to three like old biddies who were like we were at a movie theater with reclining seats.
Oh, I know.
In Manhattan.
They were fully reclined, like to a full lay down, like jackets up to their necks, and just having a blast.
Yeah.
So that was the
Like
energy
real
coming
snuggle
out my
energy.
Snuggled up.
Snuggle.
But like once we started applauding, because we did, obviously it felt like a live event.
Yeah.
We were applauding.
We were
hooting.
our row was
Hooting
screeching.
and hollering, but so were the biddies. They were next to me, also clapping and laughing and like they were.
Was the whole
delighted.
room, or were there people being like,
no?
No,
Shishers.
the whole room was up in arms.
up in
I would
arms?
say.
They were like revolting. Yeah.
Except I mean I was being so loud, obviously, because I was trying to make it about me.
Yeah, of
and the girls next to me were silent as all hell. So I was on the other side, and there were two girls next to me, and I mean I was fully like I was like
Like full mouth
punching
talk.
up the script.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I could hear you from like
Punching
8
up.
seats down. I literally heard you, and I'm like,
I literally would
we're
be
like
like,
doing bits.
she did not just say that.
You should have said this.
You should have said this in this way. And the girls next to me were so silent, and I loved it. It felt like I feel like it was in a hallway. You know, in a movie when they're in a hallway and then it starts zooming out?
Yeah.
That is what I felt like. I was the one chair, and it was like,
Ooh, wait. I can't believe the audience doesn't know this, but you guys revealed to me before the pod, not a single guy butt.
no guy
No
butt.
guy butt.
But I will
That
say,
is what it's all for.
I went around to everyone we were with, and I said I got footage of first thoughts because that's so crucial to
Yeah,
me
of course.
to make a short film out of everything.
A short film. You're an influencer.
It's called Being in Film. It's called Women in Film.
Women in film.
It's called Women of the UN in Film. So I went up to everyone, and then Lizzie described it so beautifully as Magic Mike 3 is a love letter to the rehearsal process.
Yes, because they spend so much time in rehearsal
Yes.
for their show.
It's about creating theater.
It's about
and live
collaboration.
art. Yeah.
Wait, so we're gonna do the abridged of really quick of the first two movies of what I remember, and then you guys are gonna give me a bridge to the plot of the third
Okay.
one and see if there's a through line.
Okay, great. You do the first two because I only remember all I remember from Magic Mike 1. I mean, it was 35 years ago. Yes.
That's the male stripper song.
Yes. All I remember is it ending. It was a love story. I don't remember what exactly happened, but I remember it ending and thinking that was less of a movie, more of a film. Like I was genuinely impressed that it had any narrative arc. Cut to this one. Not an arc.
You had a lot to learn because it did not. This is the first movie. It was about Michael.
Michael.
Channing
Michael.
Tatum. And I will say that when he came on screen, I remember I was there the first time. This was when I was, I think, a freshman in college, or even, catch this, an 18-year-old in high school.
Yep. Oh wow! To think he built such an empire out of all.
I know,
this.
right? 20 years. 20 years
It's
later.
been 20 years.
He looks amazing. When he got on stage,
He looks
when he
amazing.
came on screen for the first time and he was naked, you saw his butt. I was I was the only guy, newly gay. I was just fully like out and proud.
You are right when you say he came on stage, because watching Magic Mike isn't watching a movie; it's watching a play.
A musical. He came on stage.
It's a live experience.
Every single
It's an
person.
immersive experience.
There was a standing ovation to his ass. It was all women.
Do you remember? I just thought of something, looked at Lizzie, she winked at me, and it gave me the energy to continue on. Do you remember? Zach, shut up. Do you remember the restaurant that was underground in Times Square called Mars 2020?
We were talking.
What?
I don't remember this, but did you bring this up last night? Because Sam also brought this up.
No way.
What is Mars 2020?
Okay, Sam was literally like, "Do you remember Mars 2020?" And I was like, "No, I don't. I think that was before my time in New York."
Oh my god!
So this is crazy.
What is
that is crazy. Mars 2020. What can you look it up if it was called? I'm forgetting the year.
It's like 2012. Okay.
Is it a space? It
might have been Mars 2023. Something. It was a futuristic restaurant that existed underground in Times Square. You would go in and you would go into a UFO.
2112.
2112. Oh, it hasn't even happened yet.
Oh my god, we're not even there.
Mars 2112. You would go in downstairs, and then you would go into a UFO, and then it would like shake around like you were going into space, and then you would enter into a gigantic restaurant that was like you were on Mars,
and have like the worst, most expensive shit, like
exactly
fish sticks of your life.
But it was fish sticks. It was full performance art. Like every waiter was dressed as an alien, and there would be space-like performances,
like the Stardust Cafe.
Yeah, yes, but even more.
Yeah.
And we would go in for our birthday every year, because I'm a twin. That was what every year we asked to go to Mars 2112. And that is what that experience, that immersive experience of literally going to Mars, same exact, bottle that feeling watching Magic Mike 3 in theaters.
Going to Mars.
Going to Mars.
I'm honestly jealous, but the fact that there's no guy butt, I'm actually relieved I didn't see it, because I would have been pissed.
You would have been pissed.
The first movie, he's a stripper, and then he like loves his life, and then there's this girl who's an ER doctor. And and she's an ER doctor, and I gotta say, bad vibes. She literally doesn't like him, and she's not even like fun or cool. She's literally like a cringy, lame girl.
Can you look her up?
And she has like a hot brother.
She couldn't be brunette. She's not brunette,
no, she's
right?
blonde.
Yeah,
she's blonde with curly hair. So
curly.
It's like it's a different thing.
Blondes with curly hair are a completely different species of my version of blonde. Which is
so
blonde
true.
with straight hair.
So she's like has a hot brother, and the hot brother gets into the world because she starts dating Magic Mike, but she's like very like stuck up and never gets unstuck up. She's like never. And so
she's just so tired from the hospital, I would assume.
And Magic Mike, his passion in life isn't even stripping until the next movie. Then it is his passion. In the first movie, he makes furniture.
Yeah.
And that was his whole thing.
Yep.
And then there was this
like
one
Aiden
scene
in Sex and the
where
City.
then the brother gets into the male stripper world, and then it's all fucked up, and he does drugs. Literally, he does ecstasy, and he's like a little unresponsive, and his sister loses her mind because she sucks.
Ecstasy is not a drug.
She's lame. Like he took a little ecstasy. He's like, and she's like,
is this her?
Yeah, that's
literally
her.
Who is that?
She hasn't worked since 2018.
Yeah, no wonder.
Shocked.
And then fast forward. Okay, we're gonna go to the next narrative arc of Magic Mike 2. It's a big boys road trip. They're going somewhere. I forget. Okay, they're going somewhere, and they just do stripper things across the nation.
Love that tour to Hunks the tour.
It's
vibe.
basically like that. Yeah.
I think you should tell because I think you should just remind us the story of Hunks.
I once had a stint.
Yep.
As a male stripper.
Yep.
No one knows this about me.
You could describe it as a one-night only stint.
You could describe this as
and everyone
knows.
Pop-up. Everyone knows this about you, by the way.
Do they?
Yeah, because we talk about it a lot.
No, we've never.
I was given this information about you last night.
Exactly.
Oh, so people are talking about me.
Yeah. So tell
it. You're in everybody's mouths.
I'm literally on the tip of everyone's tongue.
Yeah.
Zach. Zach. So we went to this place called Hunks Live for my birthday.
Yeah, I somehow missed it.
And no, I remember you weren't there. Oh God, I was actually. I'm reliving being mad at Gabby right now.
Where was I?
We'll get into it.
Mars 2112.
I was too busy at Mars 2112.
So there was a strip show in this worst little bar in Guanas, which is a bad neighborhood bad in the way where it like looks like
industrial.
Shit. Yeah,
it's industrial.
It's industrial. There was a strip club. Okay, it usually does women, but they had this haggard guy.
It usually does women.
You know, like a woman strip club, but they were doing sort of like guys' night with this traveling performance piece
group
called Hunks Live. Right. These guys were the most tired, angry, full of monster, and full of monster and trembolone, baby.
Full of white monster.
Yeah, like they were like a monster Java crowd. You know what I mean? Like That's like bad energy. Like,
That's a Monster Java crowd is bad vibes.
Bad vibes. Do not get with them. Do not get. Do not get on their side.
Do not be on their side.
I was the only guy in that room, and it was like a kind of honestly a bad male strip show.
Yeah.
They all looked kind of bad. They would bring up one by one to like get a lap dance. One of my friends, they made me go up.
Yeah.
So these guys were so mad that they had to like strip on me. I could tell, and I would like didn't want it either. Yeah. And it was just like a hilarious event.
Yeah.
At the very end, okay, everybody can go up and take a picture with the hunks, kind of like the end of the show. Like the show is like winding down.
Yeah.
People are still like woo in the audience, but you can go up with your friends and take pictures.
Right.
I go up with my group. We take a few shots. Mm-hmm. Okay, we take a few portraits.
Yeah.
Something ancestral came over me. Something that felt like my birthright came in through me. It came through me.
Through your ass.
Through my goddamn ass. Something came through me. I channeled something bigger than me. I want to be very clear.
Larger than life.
Larger than this life. And I, in front of all these women, walked upstage. Like everybody was like taking a picture, and I just like if this was a movie, like focus on me, everything goes silent. And you hear people like mouthing, Zach, where you go?
What are you doing?
I walk up to the front of the stage, and I have this shirt. It's a button-up shirt. I rip it open. Those buttons go flying. Women scream.
Yeah.
Literally, every woman screams. A bunch of women run up to the front. I get down on my knees and start like dancing. I don't even know dances I've never even done before. Like gyrating. I'm gyrating on my knees. I was 24 at the time, okay, or 25.
That's when you could still get on your knees without fault.
I was gyrating on my knees, and women of all different kinds, okay?
Women from different walks of life
were shoving dollar bills in my waistband. And I was like, and I was like, it was easy. Like, I hate to say, like, it wasn't labor. Like, it was like it's something that came so naturally to me.
Stripping can't be laborious when you were born to do it.
And then I walked away. I had like $35 in my underwear. Okay, and
that is not a lot of money. I really was hoping it would be more.
It was all ones. And I graduated, and I was dancing, and I started doing some more stuff. It wasn't even about the money, baby. It wasn't even. It was about the art. It was about the craft. I was dancing, and then I like the guys were all clearly mad because I got way bigger of a reaction than they ever did.
I mean, when a star is born, a star is born.
It's like the episode of Burlesque when Kristen Bell like rips the cord out of the mixer.
Whoa, whoa.
Like the curtain's going down because it's like all fucked.
And then the band going, yeah!
And everybody's like, holy shit!
She goes, raise the curtain.
Raise the curtain. We're changing the whole number. It's about you.
She is literally like hunched over in pain getting this. And the whole crowd is like,
I love that moment of the curtain. That is what was basically happening to me. The curtain was lowering because everyone's like, show's over. What? How embarrassing. And right before the final minute, the final moment in touchdown time, what do they call it in sports? The final hour?
It couldn't be the final hour.
The last minute?
The last 3 minutes. The last inning. Everyone thought hope was lost, okay? And then out of nowhere, like... raise the curtain. Yeah! Like, that is what happened to me. And then after the show, my shirt was destroyed, by the way.
Like you're like in Brooklyn.
I'm in the middle of Brooklyn with no shirt on now. I'm like have to hold it on the train right home.
Like a scared woman in the rain.
Yeah. I'm like holding it on the train. As I get off stage, everyone's patting me on the back. Like I did something amazing. Yeah.
Like you found it. You found your thing.
I'm betting the host of the event, this really tired stripper guy, he gets on the mic and he's like, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Points at me and says, we're looking for new dancers. If you're interested, talk to me after the show. Mic drop. I talked to him after the show and he goes, listen, kid.
Love that. I love how he was really leaning into the big Hollywood moment. He goes, big chomping gum in his mouth. Listen, kid.
And he was like, can you be at Penn Station tomorrow with 3 pairs of Calvin Klein underwear and a duffel bag? We're going to Massachusetts. I'm like,
you're like,
no, I have a job.
I can't and I won't do that.
What do you mean we're going to Massachusetts? Where are we going?
That's a huge state.
Like, where are we going? I have a job. I have like a life. Okay, I don't even know what they thought. Like, no, I cannot show up at Penn Station with 3. First off, it's nighttime. You want me to wake up in the morning? How am I going to get those Calvin Kleins?
Like, second off, I'm a minor. No, I can't go to Massachusetts with you.
Without my mom.
This
all right?
I'm not running away to join the circus.
Yeah, do you have like a permission slip? Like, I have my roommate needs to sign that.
My roommate.
It was crazy. I can't believe he thought that I would be like, yeah. But if I did go,
I mean, you'd be in Magic Mike 3.
$35 every single
I would
night.
make $35 every day, baby. And
non-taxable.
But it was
tokens.
this was January 20th, 2020.
Pre-pandemic times.
So like if I stayed on the road with them, I would be stuck with those guys for a year.
I didn't think about that. The pandemic would have dropped.
Like we'd be in Salt Lake City doing a very bad performance, me killing it, getting it $36 maybe.
You'd be on meth by now.
I would be meth mouth.
Okay, so this is all to say, what is the plot of Magic Mike 2?
I said they basically are doing Hunks Live. It's like a national tour.
Right.
So
but how's it end?
I think with a big show.
But then his furniture store closed. What we learn in 3 is that his furniture store goes out of business because of the pandemic.
The pandemic is the pandemic.
The
pandemic is
canon?
all recent. Yeah,
it's canon. In the Magic Mike cinematic universe.
Film.
It is voiceover. There is an English voiceover
Who's
throughout.
English?
I want to make it perfectly clear that this Magic Mike 3 starts in Florida, and then immediately you fly to London and stay there. Okay?
For arguably not a single reason.
There's
There is no goddamn reason for them to go to London.
They should have stayed in Miami.
He goes, you have a really nice house, to Salma Hayek. And she goes, you think this is the house? We're going to go to the real house. And then they're in London
for the rest of the movie.
At a smaller house.
Smaller house, less impressive, like a brownstone.
The one in Miami is like a humongous glass mansion.
on
you
think
like this is nice? Wait, it's a worse house.
Ultimately.
Wait, what? So what happened? So why does he go with her?
So this is what happens. It opens on.
He was getting back into stripping.
No. Okay. Literally no. If only it could be that simple. It's actually a beautiful story, so get with it. So it starts in Miami. We find out that Channing has lost his furniture store and all of his friends' money who invested in the furniture store because of COVID. He is now back to doing odd jobs, such as bartending, events, and catering and such. So we see him catering some sort of a gala. And we learn via voiceover and women talking shit in the background that Salma Hayek is going through a divorce and she's holding on by a thread.
Oh, no.
And this is her charity event, and she is putting on a brave face, but everyone knows she's crumbling. So,
in what world?
So, mind you, she looks hot.
She looks amazing. Hot.
There is nothing to suggest that this woman is crumbling at all. She has the greatest hair, makeup, wardrobe you've ever seen.
Exactly.
Besides these like 3 extras who are like literally being like
smiling.
Yes.
she's walking through the event smiling. So these women are talking shit.
Women can go through a lot on the inside.
Exactly. Channing Tatum overhears and he's like, oof. And then the woman and then Salma Hayek sits down at the bar and they have a little back and forth about like how these events are so frivolous.
Oh, how.
And Channing's like, couldn't imagine what a rich woman out of touch. That's the moment. And then another woman walks up to the bar with her husband and goes, do I know you? Did we go to school together? And Channing's like, no, I didn't go to college. And she's like, oh, I know you. You arrested me. And it cuts to him being a stripper cop arresting her at her bachelorette party. And they have a fun back and forth about how the husband is none the wiser. He thinks he was an actual cop, and she's like, oh, I promise I won't be bad and whatever. And she,
oh, that's so you could have gotten that gig.
Totally. I'm shocked. I didn't get cast as that woman. You just did a better job than that.
Yeah.
That woman. I remember seeing that and being like, that's the role I meant to play. Not
in this world.
Even literally a day player in this movie. I'm shocked I didn't get that role. Okay, so she walks away, whatever, and then we then find out that she is friends, obviously, with Salma Hayek. And okay, it cuts to, sorry, that's not important. Okay, it cuts to the
don't give me any frivolous details.
sorry. The whole movie is a frivolous detail.
It's like, don't give me frivolous detail, and yet Gabby is like shot for shotting.
I'm gonna go shot for shot. This is like the time I explained shot for shot Twilight 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're inside the house, the mansion. And I mean, this is 5 minutes into the movie. I'm not even close to the end.
To the meat of the meat and potatoes
so
of this
we're
fucking
still in
movie.
Miami.
Yes. So Channing Tatum's breaking down the bar. The event's over. Everyone's gone home, right? Yeah. And a security guard is like, excuse me, sir. The boss would like to see you inside. And he goes, well, I'm not finished breaking down the bar. And he goes, did you hear me? I said the boss wants to see you inside. As if this woman is the president.
Literally, I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. He was like, okay. So he goes.
Who talks to other people like that?
It was ridiculous. So he goes inside, and she's sitting in there, and she is. I mean, this is my favorite part of the movie. She's giving a performance of being like, so like, how'd you get into bartending? And he's like, I don't know. When he walks inside, she is on a crazy screaming fight with her ex-husband on the phone.
Of course.
So that's that. Now we see her.
We get a little.
And
taste.
he's just standing there like. And then she's like, how do you get into bartending?
Imagine having a scream fight in front of someone like that.
Yeah.
I would just be like, don't come yet. Tell him to come after I'm done.
Yeah, and Channing's like, should I leave? And she's like, say. So they have this fun little flirty whatever. And then she goes, there's a long pause. And she goes, how much?
To fuck him?
Shh. How much? And then he goes, how much for what? And she goes, don't make me say it.
Is he hot?
He's looking amazing. He's like half in a suit,
He's like got hotter.
No, at this point he's in a little t-shirt. He's like looking so good.
He's like gotten hotter.
It's he like had a dip and now he's back.
He got his fillers dissolved. He's looking really good. Okay.
Fuck, I shouldn't have seen that movie.
So he was like, she's like, don't make me say it. And obviously your mind fills in the blank. Talking about prostitution.
Gabby.
Right. But then we forget that this is not a regular world we're living in right now. This is the world in which the first thing you should believe is that someone is thinking of not sex, but a platonic lap dance, right? So what she's actually asking for is how much for a dance?
Not like fuck me.
Not fuck me. And he was like, I don't really do that anymore.
Oh my God.
And she goes, how much would it take for you to do that? Literally, you're like, there's no way they're talking about a lap dance, but they are. That's the world we're living in.
They're not talking about slurping.
No.
No dorp is getting gorshed.
So he goes, $60,000. And she was like, no, I couldn't do that, but I'll do 6,000. And he goes and locks the door. So now the
hottest door lock you've ever heard.
Hottest door lock. And she's like, oh. And then obviously this is when the movie begins, actually.
then the title sequence comes up.
Starring
Channing Tatum. That was the door locking.
It sounded like you ripped a chicken's head off.
That's the door locking. So he starts rearranging the furniture. He starts drags a chair over slowly, and she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, shh. Dragging a chair over. He's like taking things off of all the tables. And then at one point he checks, there's a bookcase, like a floor to ceiling bookcase, and he kind of just checks to see if it's sturdy. Best part in the movie.
So good.
And she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, this house is built really good,
We get it, dude. You're a hooker now. Okay.
And then, yes,
I don't care if you're good at carpentry.
He hits the music and starts legitimately fucking the shit out of her with his clothes on. Like literally, like pow! Like she is like, and Salma Hayek is literally 5'1". She is flying around this room. It is cutting to them on and every piece of furniture dancing, but like it wasn't even a dance.
It was a $6,000 lap dance.
Legit humping.
It was a $6,000. Like it was the first time, and I've said this literally since I saw this film. It's the first time I've ever seen a lap dance and been like, wow, I want one of those.
I want that.
It was
you want to get fucked by Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
Wait, everyone in the movie theater was like,
oh my God. It is the hottest lap dance.
it was the hottest lap dance. It was so
was he
long.
being like?
Yeah, he was like
what his body was doing was not natural.
He just
his
literally
body
is just,
looked ridiculous.
He is just like being like, look at my sex little body on screen, and he knows exactly what he's doing.
But it was also how he was interacting with Selma. Like he was
and
getting
with the
her
space.
involved and the space. When he like had her like
Did he
up
do
on
like
the
the hair?
windows. Do you remember the windows?
What the hell?
He lifts her up.
We're not even in London.
Okay, so
We are not even in London
We're
yet.
not even in
Okay,
London.
and
We're
he's
not in
banging
London
her
yet.
ass.
He is
all over
literally,
the-
at one point, he lifts her up and puts her on his shoulders, but vag to face.
Yeah.
And she is like up in the window, flailing around. And then, okay.
I feel like this
And
is
then-
like very directed towards like women. Where like the
Yes.
first
Yes.
and second
Yeah.
movie were almost like gay baity, and then this one they were like no guy, but we're gonna really double down on
This
making
was
women
for
cream.
40 to 60-year-old women, this movie, I would say.
Which
I would
Gabby
say.
and I fall into.
We fall into that bracket. So, okay, so then they have sex.
They what?
We don't see it.
We
Oh,
don't
come on.
see it. We
I know.
don't see it,
Which
and
is
it
my
comes
biggest
out of
note.
nowhere.
It's my biggest note. Yeah, we go from the hottest lap dance
How
ever
could
known
you
to
not-
mankind, cut to they're in bed, obviously naked, with the covers over them, snuggling. And I'm like, I wanted to see this penetration.
I
Yeah,
want to see
so
full
badly.
penetration. See, people, I've read this thing being like, I don't want sex. Like this article, like the New York Times release, being like, people are calling for sex scenes to be removed from TV and film.
No.
You fucking virgins, you suck.
You
I wanna
losers, you Catholic losers.
I actually want it to go further, and I want to see full pen.
I want full
Okay,
P.
I want full P, P and V, P and A on A.
I want ass to ass.
I want mouth on ear. I want everyone to be banging. Okay, I
I
want to.
love mouth on ear in movies. That is one. Is that a little? Okay, so okay.
Come on,
We
what,
are
get into
back
the meat of this
literally,
movie.
No, that's the best part. I had to take it slow because he took it slow. Okay, so we're
You both want to fuck Channing Tatum so bad.
we were not okay after the movie. So we are meant
the
to
resident
believe.
gay guy like it. Sam?
Yes, of course. But he also thought it was bad. We were
I haven't
meant, and
talked to him
Jenny
about
said she wasn't horny, and she's lying. We were meant to believe.
Jenny was there?
Yeah, we were meant to believe that they fell in love.
It's that easy.
Love. It's that easy.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
They were meant to fall in love. So okay, so they wake up in the morning, and she goes, "You are coming to London with me," and he goes, "Literally, why?" And she goes, "I have a job for you," and he's like, "Okay, is it going to be sex?" And she says, "No sex from now on."
Like with me?
Yeah.
No sex. Like she puts the brakes on sex.
So they're just
Yeah.
friends now.
So now she's
Yeah.
actually hiring him, but he doesn't know. So cut to, we're on a private plane. We learn that Channing Tatum does not eat vegetables, and that's all we learn from that scene.
Wait,
Cut
he
to-
doesn't eat vegetables. That makes him not sexy.
He's pulling off cucumbers off of obviously they're going to England, open faced sandwich that has a cucumber sandwich, and he's taking the cucumbers off, and she goes, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I don't really do vegetables."
That is like, wow, you can't show like the hottest sex scene like thing in the world and then really kind of like kick it in the back of the knees with having to do like a 3-year-old picky eater thing.
Exactly.
That is so not hot. That's Sahara Desert to
They
me.
make sure to hit it home that he's from Florida any chance they can.
Oh,
do
like
you know
an
what I
ass
mean?
idiot.
He'll be
And-
like, "What's up?" Like he does that sometimes. Like it's
like even when he doesn't do it normally, but to English people, they'll
Yeah.
make him do it.
Yes. So now they're in England. We find out that she is married / going through a divorce to a big media old money billionaire. She has
He's mean. He's mean.
Who is mean apparently
British.
and British. She has a fun English butler, as all English movies do, and then an adopted daughter who's too smart for school. Do you know what I mean? She's in the kitchen. She's writing a novel. She's 13. So we come to find out that she has through her divorce, she has obtained a small theater in London that is playing a classical play, classical misogynistic play. Her big plan to get back at her husband is to make the play into a male strip show. And she reveals this to Channing that he is going to direct.
Direct.
Yes. He accepts this role as if he's ever once directed literally anything. And then the rest of the movie is them rehearsing for the big show.
Wait, so she hired this hooker to direct her brand new big company gig
off of this one single dance in Miami, Florida.
Where he fucked you.
Where he literally ended up fucking her. Okay.
Did he submit a resume?
No. And the rest of the show is him and her and the cast.
The motley crew.
They do. There's a montage of them casting dancers.
Are the guys hot?
The guys are hot and from all different walks of life.
Hell yeah.
And then they go through how they're building the play, how they're going to change some scenes. Then they find a female lead, obviously. Then he gets a ballerina involved. Then he has to find a plumber and then the whole time they are the husband is trying to shut down the theater.
Oh, hell yeah.
At one point, the government,
the city of Westminster.
The government of the town.
The city comes in mid-strip rehearsal and goes, "Stop the music!" And everyone stops, and he comes in with a big envelope, hands it to her. It says with a big red stamp, "Private," and he goes, "You'll be hearing from us." Cut to, they figure out how to keep the show grooving.
Hell yeah!
And then it tries to get shut down again.
I love
while they're
big
falling
envelope.
in love, and they're having crazy love scenes, and they're having like a will we or won't we in the house. The daughter is saying quirky things like, "My mom is crazy," meaning that she's literally has two abusive parents. No one is looking out for her except the butler. She has to take care of her own mom. She'll be in therapy for legit years.
She's like one of those kids who was like gifted as a kid and then like will burn out around 20.
Who has a crazy mom.
Yeah.
And I realized that she is the narrator of the movie.
She's the narrator. It's her novel.
It's her novel.
Okay, so there's
she's only 13.
Yeah.
She should not be at male strip shows.
She should not be. Okay, so
was she there at the end?
But she goes in and out. Channing says you can't see this scene, so she's waiting in the lobby with the butler. And then finally, it all ends with the big show, which was Dance for Dance Magic Mike Live in Vegas, which I saw. It was the same cast and the same show. It was Magic Mike Live in Vegas, except obviously Channing Tatum does one dance and then they obviously fall in love. And then the voiceover that we're hearing throughout the movie, which is the daughter, you realize it's the book she's writing about how dance's impact on culture in the world and throughout history. And
throughout history,
it's like philosophical commentary on what dance means. And then the movie ends with the voiceover being like, "And I learned all of this information from a lowly stripper named Mike." And then credits roll. When I tell you, everyone in that theater literally burst into claps.
Like
that movie got us standing up.
It sure did.
Yoish. That trilogy?
it was a trilogy.
That trilogy? Holy hell.
The Magic Mike trilogy.
I want prequels.
I want sequels. I want 10 years in the future when he is starting his own dance university.
We could do a franchise. He'll come back and he'll be like when he's older and he'll make like a protege.
I mean, Channing Tatum has made hundreds of $1 million off of the fact that he used to be a stripper in this life.
What? He is the best stripper of all, I think. Yeah.
Because
he's not an actor.
He is such a good stripper.
He's genuinely an amazing.
Like it's what he was born to do.
It's literally like the physical stuff that he does, and of course I've only seen Magic Mike 3, but I'm sure there's
videos online of him stripping as a young adult.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Like that's what is so delightful about this for me is that it's not like just some Hollywood dude like who has taken a dance lesson and like now is playing a stripper. It is literally somebody who knows the craft.
He's had years of experience in stripping, and it shows.
It's strippers first. It's like stripper centric.
It's stripper centric. I mean, there's at one point he's dancing in the rain with a ballerina doing a number in the show. He has obviously rigged this old theater to have rainfall coming in, and
money.
Literally,
what a budget.
At one point he goes, Jeeves or whatever his name is. He's like, Jeeves, I need a ballerina and a plumber, and then it cuts to
raining inside.
In an
First
old
off, like, no
English
wonder
theater.
the city was like, no,
this is not up to grade or whatever. And then he does this beautiful dance in the rain with this ballerina, and he is swinging from a telephone pole, like stripping on a pole, and it is a beautiful. It could be at BAM.
It is so good because she is actually clearly like a classically trained dancer. She's got the body, like rock hard abs.
Yeah.
And like they are amazing together. It is intense choreography.
Okay, guys, you both just took a really big turn, and you guys are like, no, seriously.
No.
This
This is a movie about dance and its impact on culture.
On culture throughout generations of culture. We actually learned that.
And culture.
And really, Channing Tatum is like, he's really good at what he does.
No, he was it was beautifully done.
That like hypnotized all women. Like
critics are raving.
Critics are slipping and sliding out of every AMC in America right now.
Literally, you see an AMC and the front doors are like,
and they're like, it was a good movie. You know, like,
I thought the movie was amazing. Literally, towns are being flooded across America. Literally, flash flood, explosions of AMCs across America.
I just got an alert. Flash flood.
I mean, after the movie, I went to the bathroom because everyone.
I
literally,
there was lines around the block for the women's bathroom.
I went to the bathroom and on the toilet, I texted every guy I've ever met.
Being
and
like,
I said,
where are you?
Hey, what's new? Something like that.
Yeah, we went to a bar afterwards, and it was just us trying to convince Gabby, like, no, you can't. You cannot get back with your ex-boyfriend.
Do not get back with your ex.
And when we say ex-boyfriend, we meant collectively
all of them.
All of them.
All of them. We were like, no.
And then, famously, my crush in England, who now lives in Bali, shout out, I'm sure he's listening because he's a fan. No, he's not. He is. Lizzie and I decided that for our first date, because my crush that's been my pen pal for basically for 2 years, we decided that it would be funny for our first date to be going to Magic Mike Live in London. And I told him this, and he said yes.
That will make everyone bonery. I feel like from Magic Mike 3 dropping, when it dropped, like in the future, like what's 9 months later, there'll be like Magic Mike babies, like all the babies
literally
born.
The butterfly effect from this movie. Literally,
like the timeline is fucked. Like you guys don't understand. The timeline will forever be changed. Okay.
The world will never be the same after this movie. Like talk about baby boom.
Talk about baby boomers. Okay, it's gonna be Mike babies.
Magic babies.
The magic baby generation.
Were you the magic baby generation? You know how they say hey boomer?
Yeah.
They'd be like,
I'm magic.
I'm magic. You're magic.
You're Magic Mike.
Okay, so that's the episode of this podcast.
Yeah, I hate to say it, we are at like almost 50 minutes.
50 minutes,
yeah.
Guys. That was basically just a recap.
That was a recap. That I also think that's like what we're all serving is Magic Mike 3.
And my story,
the electricity, and your story of hunks, which is sewn so beautifully deep into the fabric of this.
Speaking of hunks, while you were telling your story, Zach, I of course was looking up hunks
Live
just to see if they were coming.
They're all dead, aren't they?
Are they corrupt?
Are they all dead?
No.
Did that van careen off a cliff because they were all too fucking hopped up on Monster Java Mocha?
It's fully still a thing. So, Hunks Live has a full website, and you can there's a section where it's Meet the Hunks. You can see all of the hunks.
Are they using my name?
Are they using
my likeness?
My likeness.
They're using I think fake names.
Can you just name us a few?
What is it like
Surge?
Like salty dick or something?
We have Diesel.
Diesel, of course.
Diesel. We have Paris.
Okay, gay wad. You're gay.
That's a gay guy.
We have Levi, of course.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
I like that.
We have Vander.
No.
Kingston, Armando.
Kingston.
Harlow. Those are just some of the names.
Yeah.
St. John.
Oh.
A lot of fun things. But they are coming to, obviously not New York City, but they're coming to the tri-state area.
Where? Is it like East Rutherford, New Jersey or something?
they're going to Poughkeepsie, New York. at an Irish pub.
Oh, God.
Poughkeepsie.
That sucks. Oh, my God.
They're also going to be in Long Island at some point. So
I think we should go in Long Island.
It's in March.
I think my name would be like
23rd.
We'll be in town.
In London?
No, we'll be in town. We'll be in this town.
Tickets are $26.34.
Of
That's
course.
a stretch. That's a stretch,
Of
honestly.
course they are. Well, then wait. Then I have to also bring a bunch of dollars.
They better be accepting that in dollars.
Wait, what would my name be? I think like Ferrari or something like
I think it would be like like Lazy River.
or because you want to be in a Teen Wolf situation. I think Wolf.
But
Wolfgang.
WOLFE.
Wolfgang Bang. You're about to get Wolfgang banged.
You're about to get Wolfgang banged.
I'm gonna gangbang you.
No, look, we're gonna gangbang you. The doors are locked.
The doors are locked. You gave me your $26. I'm gangbanging you.
I'm gonna give you your money's worth.
Ew,
bitch.
the only thing about that is I would have to do that for women. And that would be the
it's not
hardest
gay,
part.
It's not guys.
That would be the hardest part for me.
Okay.
Or the softest part, if you catch my drift. I got. Okay.
Okay, give me wings really quick.
Gabby, I think that being around you has given me something to live for.
Okay, great.
I love what you're doing with your hair and makeup.
Thank you.
I think that you have an energy that's impeccable. I think if I could bottle you into a little drink, it would be like electric
like sand
lime.
art, baby.
Yeah, it would be like electric lime flavor. Like if there was like a Gabby brand soda that was like your personality in a flavor of soda, it would be electric green. It would be really bubbly. Like, you know, in other countries you can get seltzer water that's more and more bubbly.
Oh yeah.
Yours would be like
yours
would be like it would burn your tongue.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
sour
mean?
somehow.
It's sour apple lime soda. But it's not strong. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like a light flavor. And it's almost like a LaCroix. You know what I mean? Like
God,
it's
I was
not.
just gonna say that.
it's
We're
not-
so aligned.
We're literally one.
And yours would be Sparkle Raz.
It would be because there's something so berry about me.
There's
There's something that's so mixed berry.
There's something so mixed berry about you. There's something so, dare I say, razzmatazz about you.
Yes, baby.
And that is your wings.
And Lizzie, I would say
Lizzie.
yours is like this is gonna sound crazy.
Oh boy.
Think banana split, but make it like a drink.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Okay.
A banana split.
I totally agree.
Because you've got Neapolitan right there. Bing, bang, boom. Okay, we have all
You
different.
have
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan. You okay?
Gabby died.
I'm so hopped up on Magic Mike's jizz. Okay, you have Neapolitan all over you, all about you.
Yeah, okay.
It's all over you.
It's the trifecta of all the integral primordial flavors. I just said 3 big words.
Ooh.
I can't even say Neapolitan, and he could say that.
You are like those that when I see that triangle of those 3 integral elemental flavors, because it's like strong. It's like
strong.
I'm flying away with these wings.
It's like strong.
It's like strong. It's like cool.
My girls out there.
Girls out there.
You guys are each your own unique soda, okay? Anyone named Ashley? Orange zest. Orange zest.
Strawberry pop.
Strawberry pop. I want all of you guys to kind of take a note.
Take a note.
You could change your look at any minute and have a brand new personality and new friends.
So
okay?
It's literally so true.
Drop all your friends, make new friends. It's
Drop
that
your
easy.
friends, carve out a new life for yourself in London. I think that's what we've learned, and it's crazy.
Oh my God!
It's crazy to watch. Yeah, I know. we both collected the knots at the same time. It's actually crazy to watch Magic Mike 3 and really realize how much it relates to your own life.
That's fucked up.
And that we want to move to London and start a new life.
Me and Gabby have been talking for months at this point about how we honestly, and this isn't even a bit in the podcast, are going to move to London. We're going to start in the summers and then we're going to do it. We're going to move there. So to see art reflect life or life reflect art, it's kind of like which one came first, chicken or the egg. Okay? Jesus Christ, goodbye.
Superstar, bye.
We do have a surrogate of the week.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Oh wait, sorry. Oh, our surrogate
That
of
was
the week.
badass though. If we ended like that.
Could you imagine if we ended like that? That'd be so cool. Our surrogate of the week is our new YouTube subscriber by the name of
Madeline Parr.
Maddie.
Madeline.
I'm assuming you go by Maddie.
And if you go by full Madeline, go off that
Pop
name.
off, queen.
That name is like.
She did all her homework on time. If her
Madeline,
name's Madeline. If her name's Maddie, fucking Kokor.
You're a Kokor in a fun fucking way. You are it comes to you, baby. Okay, you are Coachella girl.
You're
Maddie.
Coachella girl, and people are buying tickets, and there's a VIP section. We love you.
To be named Madeline is so goddamn delicious.
It's actually a crazy thing about my life. My best friend growing up's name was Tina, and her older, cooler sister was named Madeline. And my whole goddamn childhood, I wanted my name to be Madeline. So the fact that it's coming full circle back to this moment to an actual Madeline validating me by saying you are actually Gabby and I'm Madeline is so incredibly beautiful.
It's so strong. You're strong. You're strong inside and out.
And finally, everyone, I almost forgot, please subscribe on Apple. If you're listening on Spotify, if you're listening on Apple, subscribe on Spotify. Leave us a review, a written review on Apple. A written
review, MLA format. MLA sources. MLA. Cite your sources, guys.
Cite your sources.
Because we go, all of them go through Turnitin.com. So we really can understand if you did the work.
Remember Turnitin.com and remember Rate My Teacher?
Find us on Rate Your Teacher and leave a review. Okay.
Should we make Rate My Teacher profiles? Just for fun.
Sure.
Let's do that. And then and follow us on Instagram, and we love you so much.
On that note, fucking bye.